If you are watching a YouTube video every day on how to quit your job, then I think you should quit your job. On today's video, I will be sharing with you 5 signs that you should quit your job. When you see these 5 signs, please, it's time for you to start looking for alternative employment. Remember that your health is more important than any job out there. If you are working somewhere where you're not respected, if you are working somewhere where your health is going down because of that job, if you're working somewhere where you have to go and see your GP, you have to go and see your doctor for work-related stress, then I think you shouldn't be working there. Hi guys, how are you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. On today's video, I will be sharing with you 5 signs that you should quit your job. If you see these signs, if you spot these signs, please quit that job. Leave and look for alternative employment. Go and look for alternative employment. Remember, you were once hired, so you can be hired again. You can gain employment elsewhere. So don't stay where you're not respected. Don't stay where you're not treated right. Without further ado, let's dive straight onto today's video. The first thing is, if you are working somewhere where your boss is terrible, you've got a terrible boss. Simon Sinek once said that sometimes it's not about the job. People don't quit because they don't like the job. They quit because of the bosses. If you have got a terrible boss, if you have got a boss who does not respect your privacy, who does not respect you, who talks to you at work anyhow, anywhere, you should quit that job and look for alternative employment. Let me give you a very short story. I was working somewhere and my boss used to come to the dining room, to the canteen, and give me feedback. He used to give me feedback about my work in the canteen. Who does that? He would come, Celia, yeah, you finished the work, but you know what? You did not do the second paragraph right. You should have done it this way. And you know the project with Mary, she said you didn't do the second bit of the project, and that you're behind on that. It's my break time. I'm having lunch. Where is privacy gone? Shouldn't we be talking about this in private or in your office or on my desk? Why are we discussing this in the canteen? Why can't you wait? Okay, I never said all these things I just said here. Obviously, I couldn't speak like that to my boss. But then, was it right? Was what he was doing at that time right? It wasn't right. I actually called his attention to what he was doing. I told him it wasn't right, that he should wait for me, he should talk to me either before break or after break, not during my lunch break, and not in the canteen. We had staff from other departments. Everyone was there, and everyone would just turn and they'll just stand and they would look at me, and I'm sure they were going like, what is happening here? Why is he always doing this? And he did it to everyone in our department, so that was how he worked with everyone. That was the culture in that department. Was it healthy? No, it wasn't. I spoke to him about it. He didn't listen, and I decided to seek for alternative employment somewhere else. So if you've got a boss who doesn't respect you, no privacy, speaks to you like that in public, especially or during break when everyone else is eating, that's my time. your break time is your time. Okay, so I seek for alternative employment. So if you are going through this, if your boss does not respect you, please look for alternative employment somewhere else. Please. Number two, if you have to go to your GP, if you have to go to the hospital, if you have to go to your nurse, if you have to go to your dentist because of work-related stress, no, you have to quit that job. If your health is so important, there's nothing as important as your health. Your health is your real wealth. So if your job is getting you unwell, if you're crying on your way to work, if you're crying on your way back from work, if you're crying during break because you're so stressed out at work, both emotionally, physically, you're just stressed out at work, please, it's time for you to seek alternative employment. Because you're just going to get stressed and stressed. You're going to complain. I've seen people who've gone ill because of work. I've seen people who are always unwell when they talk about work. When they think about work, they just start developing anxiety and palpitation. No. Please, if you're going through some of these things, if you're having health issues because of your work, please leave that job alone and go somewhere else. If anything should happen to you, you will be replaced ASAP. So if your work is making you unwell, seek for alternative employment somewhere else. Number three, if your work environment is toxic, if it's toxic, please look for alternative employment somewhere else. If there are always if there are fights in your workplace, remember you are at work 8 to 12 hours a day. That place should be peaceful. That place should be a space where you can go there and work happily. If you are not happy at work because of the culture of the place, people are always fighting, there are always arguments, there are always things going on, you said something in the office or something went on whilst you were working and someone told the boss, now they're calling you over the weekend when you're having your family time, please, it's time to leave that work. When the culture of the workplace is toxic, when the environment is toxic, please leave. There's no need staying in a toxic place. It's like staying in a toxic relationship. You have to leave. You have to look for a way out. Look for a way and leave that job. What you can do is you can start, once you realize that that is how that place is where you're working, once you realize that you cannot handle the stress in that organization, start looking for a job straight away. As soon as start looking for a job as soon as you realize that you cannot handle the stress in that place. Just start looking for alternative employment. Don't fight, don't make trouble, because I recommend, or I would say that it's very good to leave every employment on a high. Don't fight, look for alternative employment and go. Another thing I would say is safety. If your workplace doesn't guarantee your safety, they know that you need a hoist, you need a forklift to work, and they don't want to provide it for reasons beyond your understanding, then I think you should look for alternative employment. You don't want to hurt your back, you don't want to lose your life due to safety issues, because let me tell you, should anything go wrong with you, someone else will be employed ASAP. So if they don't want to sort out safety equipment at work, please look for alternative employment somewhere else. If your company is asking you to break the law for them, please do not do it, because it's your reputation on the line. Should you do something and it goes wrong, it will be your reputation. Remember that. For you to get in certain professions, for you to get a job, you need to do the CRB check every time. So should you do something and it's against the law, you might not be able to pass the CRB check forever, and that is on you. that is on you, because you would have to seek for alternative employment. You would have to sort that out by yourself. Your employer will not be there anymore. That manager might not be working for that company anymore. So please, if your organization is asking you to do something that is against the law, to break the law for them, don't do it. When they start asking you, start seeking for alternative employment, and just leave them and go somewhere else. Please remember that your health is so important. No job is more important than your health. If you are working somewhere and you find out that your health is going down because of the stress you're getting at work, if you're crying at work, if you're crying after work, if there's no safety at work, and if the work environment is toxic, I think you should seek for alternative employment. And if the boss is terrible, you have to see that boss every day. You have to work under that person every day. If your boss is terrible, please seek for alternative employment. Go somewhere else where you will be respected. Okay, I think that is about it for today. Hope you did enjoy the video. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And until next time, I'm your girl Cecilia Mbula. Thank you, and bye bye for now. Bye.